Good evening, Twitch. I'm Slow Coffee, and with me tonight is my good friend Duudettesx. Hi, Duudettesx. How are you tonight?
Good. Hello, everyone. Happy hump day.
Oh, I didn't even think about it being hump day. I'm just excited that we're getting to cast a Div B West match tonight. So CCS versus CCK, as in the Can't Connect Sons versus Cool Cats and Kittens.
Yes, it's very cool. You said that we have one team in what place? Sorry. I feel like I should know this. The B West, so we have Cool Cats and Kittens who are in first place, so should be some fun and exciting gameplay from them. And then we have Connect Stuns sitting at 7th, so they definitely could use a victory to move up the ladder. Because what is it? The top 6 teams make it? Is that how it works?
I believe so, something like that.
Yeah, because we're in what week number?
Yeah, I think this might be the last game before playoffs. I think.
Really?
I'd have to double check that, depending on how many games each team have played. But it looked like
Yes,
they played even amounts of games.
This is round 8 of 9 for them, so they have one more week. So every win counts. So this is gonna be a fun and exciting match. A little bit more on the line for Can't Connect Stuns, and Cool Cats and Kittens hopefully give us a great show.
Yep. Very excited about this. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the map bands. All right. Sky Temple, Volskaya Industries, and not Industries. That would be the ARAM map, wouldn't it? Volskaya Foundry. My bad. And no Battlefield of Eternity or Braxis Holdout. So 2-lane maps, not the favorite of Cool Cat and Kittens.
Yeah, they definitely went right for those 2-lane maps. Is Hanamura still an option or no? Is that not an option for NGS?
I don't think it's an option for NGS.
So if anything, there's that one map that they don't want to see is probably Hanamura.
Yeah.
So no, it doesn't look like Hanamura's on here.
I'm pretty sure Sky Temple got voted in, and Garden of Terror got voted out last season of the map pool. I believe that's what happened.
So there you have it. So they definitely just didn't want to fight in a 2-lane map, which is more brawly. You have your 4-man bottom. You have your offlaner up top. So it's interesting. Maybe they're more macro guys. We'll see how it goes. They like space. Space created.
Space created. I like that. All right. What do you think? Hogger on this map? Speaking of Hogger, triple Hogger and ARAM. OP or not? I think so.
Apparently more OP than one decent Sylvanas. Yes, I mean, you're definitely going to want to see Hogger on this map, if not Hogger, Blaze. Those two seem to really be the most powerful offlaners at the moment. You see the healers of like Rhaegar and Stukov doing their destructiveness. The AoE slows, we have the AoE silences, and then there's of course the woman that never gets to play anymore, Johanna.
Yeah, poor JoJo.
You know a lot about.
Sag.
She never gets a break. So it looks like Hanamura is not on the list.
Yeah.
So they did ban out the only 2-lane map.
Yep.
So interesting intel.
I can understand the Braxis, because Braxis is one of those maps that if you start to get that edge, you can really snowball it, and it can be a very quick map. It doesn't often get to 20 in a lot of cases. So with these bigger maps, they tend to have longer drawn out fights, more time to come back should there be an issue with whatever each team throws at each other.
Exactly. And, we're actually a little familiar with the Can't Connect Stuns team.
Yes.
In our winter Nexomania division, they were there and we saw them, and we're a little familiar with some of the heroes that they like to play. Blaze is definitely on that list. Saw a lot of Lucio, some Sylvanas, which are all really strong and great heroes for this map specifically. So we'll see how everything rolls out here for them.
Yeah. Just let them know casters are ready to.
I think someone ran to the restroom.
Lubidium says in chat, anybody know what you can get when you mix a cheetah with a cow? Oh no. I'm curious. I don't know, Lubidium, so please tell us. I hope I can say it online. Does anyone in chat know? Oh, Lubidium says it's top 8. So one more set after this. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dudettesx, did you know that you, as a mod in the channel, can do the prediction?
Oh, then I can't predict. You just want me to do labor.
It's just because I'm bad at it and I forget it. And then it'll be too late. Hashtag ADHD.
I'm gonna go to mod view. Maybe it's in mod view. Edit mod. No.
Oh, the answer to that is fast food. All right. Thank you for the clean joke, Libidium.
Prediction.
Actually, that's what I was calling ETC stage dive when ETC is the offlaner. We saw that this weekend in the Calamity Cup, right, Dudettesx?
Yes. There was it's just something really special with that ETC. I don't know. We actually had an ARAM where we were having a really hard time with the Stitches ETC variant combo. So having that ETC there on top of just your regular tank seems to be really OP right now.
Yeah,
so
the double tank meta is a thing for sure.
All right, so who will win match or game 1? And then we will say CC stuns.
Uh-oh, here comes the wolf jokes in the lobby chat. What do you call a cold wolf? A chili dog?
Oh, we should do maybe...
Oh, no.
We'll wait until the lobby is up.
I'm truly enjoying this.
What do you mean, Lub? Lub is in there.
Yeah.
He's also in our chat. He's chilling with us, people.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for someone. I said that we were ready, so... There we go! We have... Going to get a draft screen right now.
That's unfortunate because I was going to ask, how is your team doing? And, you know, how did you guys play this week yet?
Oh, no, we play tomorrow.
Awesome. So good luck. You guys are also in first place.
All right, there's that Lucio band coming out. Must have a really good Lucio player over there. And
yes,
honestly, they do.
They do.
We banned out their Lucio too when we played against them.
Yes, Slick Rub is definitely a high-level Lucio player, Lucio main. So I was told by some other greater players than I am that Lucio is a very, very strong healer. So no surprise there. And interesting, the Ragnaros ban on the side of CCS, which I thought they too had a Ragnaros player. So maybe they understand the value of such a strong hero on this map, and that's why they're taking it out.
All right. No Leo either. Yeah, Rag can just give so much value. And there, of course, is the Johanna ban. Which
so I would really look for a Blaze or a Hogger pickup here.
Hi, Taco.
Hello,
Thanks
Mr.
for joining us. All right.
So that's what I would look for here. Leoric makes sense. He's a good double lane soaker. He actually can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Dehaka is not a bad pickup here, especially since you banned the Lucio who counters Dehaka. But I still think that we have Hogger and Blaze still up on there.
And there's the Junkrat, and then also Rhaegar is still up.
Junkrat, I do believe we knew Eric as being a Junkrat player. We tended to take that one out.
There's the wolf right there. So double wolf for CCS.
Mm-hmm. So Junkrat kind of just gives them a lot of poke. That's sort of what they're showing right now, that they've got pokey comp. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, on the side of Cool Cats and Kids, they're not showing a lot with just the Dehaka pick. It's such a neutral pick anyway. If anything, they're showing that they might be looking at doing some global movements around the map, or just that flexibility.
Anduin and Vala. All right. The question is, what kind of Vala build will they go? Interesting.
Anduin, it's what they're sort of lacking still on both sides is what is their big engage. We don't really have something showing that right now. So
and that's
we have
strategic
a lot of
on their
follow-up
part.
to see.
Yeah, that's strategic on their part too.
Diablo goes down.
All right.
Interesting ban.
I think it's a good ban. This is a pretty good Diablo map.
Yeah, you have a lot of tight quarters and things like that. It's just that, you know, Tychus is such a huge counter for Diablo, and he's still kind of available. So if anything, that's what you could have done. They banned the Grey Mane.
Grey Mane provides so much wave clear, camp clear, and push.
Well, he's also part of that potential blow-up comp that because of his burst damage. So maybe Cool Cats and Kittens thinking that that's what CCS is doing here. Kind of hard to tell because they don't show enough yet.
All right, Diva pickup and ETC.
So you have the engage kind of out there. It's going to be the ETC slide would be the engage for the side of CCS. Right now, that's kind of what they're doing. We don't really know how they're going to damage after that's done. Interesting. And Diva, I think, is a comfort pick for my Neski.
Let's see. Raynor and Anubarak. All right.
Pretty good. So now you have engages on both sides. You have the Anubarak, the ETC. Kind of the same type of damage, though, with Raynor and Vala. Would have preferred something else, maybe a little bit more bursty.
Although I think Vala, the way Vala scales into late game, she is burst damage. Especially if she goes Q build. Though there's no reason for Vala not to go the
W build.
Except, I was going to say the auto attack build. There's a Cassia, though. So there's providing some blinds there.
Well, you have Block Party potentially being picked up on the side of CC stuns, which would make that AA build a little bit more challenging. So maybe that would be my one concern about going that. I think the W build would also help to clear the shrines.
They probably don't need it, though, with the Raynor. So I'm really curious. Chat, what do you think? Q build.
Oh, I have the predictions up, right? Okay,
I believe you did. Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm trying to learn a little bit more about drafting, which I've been doing with a good friend of mine. We call it Crayons with Whisper.
Aww.
It's going to be a very special show coming up from Wild Heart Esports. We're going to make it a thing. But he's definitely taught me a little bit more about what you should be looking at in each draft, and it's been honestly a joy to learn from him. So
awesome. I look forward to getting some knowledge from that. Yeah.
Trying to sort of see what he would maybe react to here, and I think he has some very interesting philosophies about looking for what's your engage and your sustain and your follow-up. And so we have these sustains of our offlaners, we have our engage with our tanks, and then how are we gonna kind of capitalize on that? So you have the light bomb from Anduin that could probably jump on the Anubarak, and not so much on the side of CC stuns. So I'm not really sure how they plan to layer their damage one on top of the other.
Given CCK has a new, I think, follows Q build. Yeah, I think Q build would be a really good pick for this particular comp. All right, on the blue side, we have Slick Rub on that Wolf right there, the Mininsky on Diva, Eric with an A on the Junkrat, and Wolf on that Cassia, and Alex T-Rex on that ETC. You want to call the red side for me, Dudettesx?
We have the Cool Cats and Kittens starting off with a Wolf, Beowulf on the Nubarak, Descalada on the Vala, Lubidium on the Anduin, Pushover on the Raynor, and Horvath 70, because I guess other numbers were taken on the Dahaka. So we do see the Vala go out with the W build, probably to get a little bit more wave clear on the monkeys. I got really distracted by all the sheep. You know how much
going in big engage upon the Anubarak, but Anubarak just eased away. Lots of damage coming out in the Diva mech. There's a Chastise. ETC looking a little bit low, but look, the slide onto the Anubarak, and what a pull by the Anduin.
Beautiful job. Great attentiveness by Lubidium.
I really thought we were going to see first blood there.
Very close.
Oh, but almost a pick onto that ETC, but ETC is savvy enough to keep their slide ready when they need it.
We do see Block Party coming out from ETC, probably to also manage the Rainer's auto attacks and Vala's auto attacks. I probably would have held it a little bit longer to see what Vala does, because I don't think it affects Fire at Will for W so much, but it's always nice to have a tank that thinks about his whole.
All right, big engage upon the Nubrak, and Nubrak ease away.
Great layering of their abilities there. You had the slide engage from ETC followed by a slow totem. Unfortunately, it's the beetle.
That Anduin is doing a really great job of landing those chastises. ETC in a lot of trouble and does go down here. The beetle's just doing work. Sliprug in a lot of trouble there, is able to walk away. And just a note here, we do have an auto attack Cassia build right here. That splash damage at 1.
Which makes sense because it's kind of a little bit difficult to stack your Qs when you have beetles in the way, and then of course a Nubarak is spell armor and Q is considered a spell damage.
Yeah. Alright, this is the phase of the game where we see people spread out and search for clues. Trying to keep their lanes cleaned up.
We do see Wolfie starting the camp up top on their side, the Bruiser camp.
Yeah.
Just something to note is that the objective is top lane too. If I was him, I would sort of hold this, capping this until maybe like the objective is sort of counting down, which it is now.
Agreed.
And I actually learned some interesting tricks on how to really handle this the other day. It's like you should really be freezing the lane instead of killing your minions the way that Mineski was, because what you want to do is get your camp in the lane with as many minions as possible, and also make it so that you're facing the enemy's camp that they're securing more on your side, so you can clear it faster.
And just like you were talking about, CCS over here elected to hold that camp until a little bit later. There's a pickup on the Raynar there. Big Chastise coming out. Blue team walking away. Good trade for blue team.
Yeah, they're just catching that Raynar in the rotation. Very smart play again. Great engages by the ETC. That's what he's there for.
All right. Cassia already working on that. There's a big Fen coming in.
Nubarak. Oh, you are so lucky, fella.
Yeah, you owe Lubidium a drink there.
That's 2 pulls just for Beowulf.
Yeah. All right, we can just look at the mini map briefly here. You see it, our off-laners doing the off-lane dance where they're switching and making sure that they keep up on Soak there, and they're doing a great job. However, blue team does have 17 Shrine Monkeys, 18-21 now, and will likely go for the. We'll get this Frozen Punisher up top.
Completely uncontested. It's almost like Cool Cats and Kittens sort of giving it to them.
Yeah, maybe looking for an XP advantage now that D.Va has rotated up here to finish securing this objective. But there's the Dahaka burrowing it in. Does try to tongue, but it does miss. Is booped out of position, able to burrow away, putting a lot of damage on that Raynar. They want blood over here.
Unfortunate, because I would have said the Dahaka should have just continued to soak.
Yeah,
there's so much more value to get had. They weren't going to win the objective here.
I had expected that too.
It was kind of odd that he came in.
But he can theoretically go ahead and bush stalk back right on in. All right, they did at least get the walls down and the towers here, so pretty good for a first objective.
Yeah, pretty standard, and it's one of the good ones that you like. You like the frozen one.
Yep.
The most, right? That's your bae.
Yep. Our best John Cena, frozen. We like it icy.
We see Cassia running down to make sure that D.Va gets this neutral camp. Dahaka's kind of poking, wanted to see where everyone was at.
I think this is a smart pickup to go for the neutral camp first.
He's still by himself. Come on, team, help him out.
All right, big slide in, but there's the pool coming out to save the Dahaka.
Someone's homies came a little bit faster than the other.
All right, take a look mid lane. We've got a lot of pressure here. The wave is going to start crashing soon. You've got that camp going. Do we see an invade coming in here? 10s are online for the side of CCK.
Yeah, they can be a little bullish here because they do have that 10 advantage, but you know what? It's not going to go on for very long.
And you can tell that CCS says, just let them have it. They have a tier advantage. We almost have our 10s. We can find a fight somewhere else when it's more even.
Yeah, it's really understandable. It's like, why take the risk? Might as well just play it safer. You want to be ready for that objective that's coming up middle.
All right, let's take a look at these 10s while we're waiting for that next objective. We do have Bouncy Ball on the Cassia, Micro Missiles, Ancestral Healing, Riptire, and Mosh Pit. Pretty standard. Hyperion for the Rainer, Isolation, Cocoon, Rain of Vengeance, and Light Bomb. Oh, speaking of Rain of Vengeance, goes out onto that Cassia, but not much follow-up coming there.
Really great, honestly, just great ults on the side of Cool Cat and Kittens. You have sort of two isolations with the Cocoon and Isolation itself, and then a bunch of stuns between Vala and Light Bomb, so it's going to be scary. It sort of, you know, would make you wonder how is the mosh pit going to work if you can't basically mosh all four of them.
Yeah. All right. Zul Rules says CCS best homies. Yeah, always come help your homies out. All right, once again, a little bit of an early camp pickup up here on top of the side of red team versus a little bit of a later camp. The only thing that I would say is, as Taco always tells me, is we want our camp pickup to be behind our wave so that it's better protected.
Exactly.
Big engage onto the Diva. Diva able to just zoom away. Big W coming out from the ETC. Just a lot of scuffling here. Vala still in that bot lane. But Rainer working on getting those Shrine Monkeys down. It's the value of having a Rainer. He is Exterminator.
Exactly.
Oh, there's the mosh, but is booped away by the Junkrat.
Wait, that's his own Junkrat.
Yeah, a little bit of
anti-synergy
there. Hyperion does go out. Diva trying to keep zone out that Rainer there. All right, big slide onto two members of CCK. There's the pull. Beowulf in a little bit of trouble does go down by the Cassia. Cocoon out onto the ETC. And now blue team is a bit ahead in the on the Shrine objective there. And I think red team knows it and is going to back off. You see Rainer immediately going to get a little bit of value down here despite having 13s, which is a good call.
They really just did a great job of just controlling that objective area, bodying it with the ETC and the Diva. So great job on their behalf on connect stunts.
All right. Lots of pressure coming out from red team. You see blue team spread out on the mini map. They get the wall down. They still have this camp pushing for them.
But still very even in XP, like right before the start of that objective popping out, we had Cool Cats and Kittens with the 13-12, and they were able to even it out pretty quickly on CCS.
All right. There's an attempt to engage Light Bomb and the Rain of Vengeance going out. There's the Riptire, and poor Vala does go down. Cocoon out. They're double Chastise going out. But the
Something could be interesting to look for is a Cocoon on the Junkrat, because I believe if he's doing his Riptire, it cancels it, correct?
I'm not sure.
I do believe the little wheel just sputters out of gas and falls on the ground.
That's a good thing to know. All right. I think it was a little bit of an ambitious attempt to invade there, because I don't think Dahaka was quite in position for that camp invade.
down here on the Junkrat, but Junkrat's not the easiest one to ever catch in a gank because he can just boop himself away.
Yep. That's what I call tanks. I see you, you see me. I throw out a stun, I try to stun you.
The 5-man of Cool Cats and Kittens is actually together while Diva is doing her thing top. Actually, Dahaka heard me and decided to go up top, so
yep.
Never mind. I thought we were going to see kind of a fight pre-16s here, but it looks like both teams are probably just going to wait it out to get their 16 talent here before this objective.
You know, that might be a good plan for them.
Rex.
Oh, Light Bomb coming out, connects to 2 people. There's, oh my gosh, all the buttons being pressed. Diva coming in for the flank. And here comes Dahaka to join his homies with CCK. Just kind of a big scuffle of blowing ults.
Very vital that the Junkrat was able to get that peel for his ETC. That's something else you want to always make sure you have. Some sort of peels other than the tank. And Junkrat using his ults there basically saved T-Rex from being deleted.
Yep. Well done. Alright, both sides working on those camps.
I'm actually really impressed that they're doing these camps so religiously. Sometimes you don't see that in most of these NGS matches, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
Alright. You can see Red Team up here wanting to make sure that they don't leave this Shaman camp uncontested. Just really working on it so that they don't have to worry about it later.
Yeah, unfortunately that means that they're leaving the objective up for grabs, which CCS just is starting it right away.
Yep. Alright. But if you take a look, Red Team CCK does have that camp pushing up there. But I think Blue Team is willing to give that. There's the Diva Mech coming out. Does get a lot of damage out onto those Shrine Monkeys. Dahaka in the backline does get a lick onto that Junkrat. Junkrat able to just go away. There's Cocoon out onto the Wolf. Oh! But Dahaka does go in, does finish the job he started on the Junkrat. Hyperion is popped. Diva, though, I think will be able to cap this while their team is... But Luvidium is like, no, I'm not going to let you do this.
The problem now is that CCS does have to go and deal with their
big 2-man mosh. That's 2 kills for CCS.
They have to send the Diva to take care of that. They did lose a fort during that fight because they did not clear the Shamans. So they should look for some good value here while 2 members of CCK are down.
Yeah, with the kills on CCK, I expect them to really focus on trying to create that win condition here in bot lane. The Punisher is pretty healthy right now. They should be able to get a good chunk of it. There's the jump. Oh, John Cena wants blood on that Anduin. Alright, I really like what I'm seeing. There's pings to really focus on securing those structures. I think, will we see a kill out there?
Damn.
Does she have the bouncy ball to finish it off? Once that blood overextends just a little bit and pays for it. There's a Cocoon. Yeah, Cocoon out on that ETC. Alright, but they do get that kill onto the Rainer. Big slay.
Under this tower, a lot being absorbed by this ETC.
Oh,
goodness.
So close on killing the Vala. Doesn't quite connect though. But they are really getting what they wanted though. They do secure this win condition in bot lane.
This is actually really huge for CCS. They've
really
created that win condition. Incredible lane pressure because they do have to deal with the other lane pressure that they have on them right now.
Yep. Sometimes you have to give up a little to gain something more valuable.
And even though the objective is top and it being late game, that it will be, you know, it could be detrimental to CCS, but they have this opportunity to always go back and just push bottom lane.
Yep. All right, we do see a fight breaking out over here. Looking for a pick out onto the back line. Does get the ulti out from the Rhaegar. And that is an upgraded ulti for Rhaegar, which is that AoE burst healing. Big slide coming onto the Dahaka is pulled by the Anduin. There's the Cocoon out onto the ETC.
I don't mind them going for this. They have the 20s advantage. Use it. Let's go, team.
All right, big stun and mosh pit, but is denied by the Anduin pull. Oh, big light bomb, but countered with that Junkrat Riptire. There's the Diva mech being exploded. They're looking for blood onto that Vala. Unfortunately, they only got one pick there, so they can't end yet.
They have people here, though. They could apply more pressure. They're all healthy.
Let's see if they'll set up a bush gank to see. Never mind. We'll turn around.
I think a bush gank would be really good here. But I don't think CCK would fall for that because they are down a person and their Rainer is up top getting that camp. They could be a little greedy on the side of CCS and maybe go in there, but no, just miss it.
All right, very aggressively clearing at this. They can afford to do this. They have so much pressure on the map right now, at least in that bot lane and mid lane. Really looking to get a little bit more lane pressure here mid.
The totem kind of tanking for them while they get this middle fort.
Yep. Oh, big lockdown on the Diva. The mech does go down.
Don't want to lose anybody though right before an objective.
Agreed. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna go ahead and take their big camp up here and then clean up that top lane. Meanwhile, CCK also doing the same thing, trying to clean their lanes up a bit. Or will we see a spicy invade?
Two Kittens up top. I'm sure they'll go ahead and clear that. Oh, what do we got here?
Yeah.
Good vision by the ETC there. Just he's actually been doing that really great all game. You want to see that from any tank player on a map like this when there's so many bushes and so much fog that needs to be revealed.
Yep.
Information wins games, and vision is information.
Speaking of vision, you see those Junkrat traps going out over there. That helps prevent any kind of flanking coming around. All right, Hyperion into a lick onto that Cassia. There's the Farseer Blessing coming out. Big heals. But Rhaegar, stuck in the cocoon there, is evacuated by his homies. Such patience by the Junkrat. There's the isolation out onto the Cassia. Can't see a thing.
It also got the ETC.
Oh, big light bomb combo. Lick onto the Cassia. Oh, there's huge
but they're all in the
pickup.
Diva.
Yep. All right. Looking to get another kill out on this healer, and Rhaegar does go down. What a fight. This is what CCK needed. And in a very good position right here with the wall down, looking to make their way to have a win condition top. Sometimes
they do have to worry a little bit about their own core. It looks like there's a couple of Kittens down there.
True.
Doing some business.
They do have the timers, though, those death timers. Now they both have win condition for both red and blue team. And like you just said, the map just called core is taking damage. But you see the Vala has already left to go clean up those catapults. All right, we've got an Arcane Punisher. They're still... Uh-oh. Do we need a pause? Yes. Dahaka has left the game.
I think what really turned it around for Cool Cats and Kittens during that fight was getting the healing ult out, ancient blessing or ancestral healing. Ancient blessing is the old man's thing. Getting ancestral healing out so fast that it basically made it so that they didn't have that big heal, and then they did cocoon Rhaegar right off the bat as well. So really interesting. Like you get that one ult that means everything for the other team out early in the fight, and you can kind of have your way with them.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right though. It's Farseer's blessing is the upgraded ulti. So you're right about the blessings part.
It was just really unfortunate he had to use it so early on in that fight.
Yep. All right. All right.
Punisher. Maybe you can pull him to your middle keep, which is exactly what
Yep.
did.
But it's coming back onto that core there. There's the Hyperion being dropped onto core. The shields are steadily going down. D.Va pushing away. I do think they defend this. Red team just backing off, realizing that they might get a second chance.
I thought it would almost literally defend it all the way. Good job.
All right.
Out. On the 70-second.
All right, Tongue. There's the unstoppable from the Rhaegar onto the ETC, able to walk away. Oh, what an interesting bug. Do you see that around the ETC? He's got a spinning light around him.
This game is still in beta, I think, right?
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
All right. Duudettesx up here in the bush, really trying to make sure the D.Va can't flank around. Putting himself in a position so that he can flank if his team's able to push onto the spot structure. But I think they're backing off. They're taking core damage again. Someone needs to go back. The shields are going down, or did it get cleared? It got cleared in time.
That's weird.
Minions are like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen them win a game. In GGS, I think, for you.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was for you, though.
I don't think it was.
Oh, wait, no, it was against. Yes, I remember it was a 5-game series.
That was the most sweaty, long hours of playing.
Seriously.
That game was so back and forth. It was crazy.
You see the Rainers sort of scouting the Bruiser camp up top. They want to take this because you get 2 of these camps pushing up top, you might end the game.
Especially with the Rainer Executioner. Oh, big light bomb combo coming out. There's the Chastise. And Junkrat ulti trying to zone out the back line.
Really good job on the behalf of CCS. They were able to sort of bully them out of that camp and secure it themselves. So
boy, do they have a lot of pressure to alleviate here.
Yeah, you know, it all helps the D.Va, right?
Yep.
She can charge up if she isn't, which she already is. I think you might be right.
Zul Rule says minions will finish this game one way or another. Yes, this game is pretty long.
It's interesting because both teams have a lane that they really need to be worried about. That has catapults being generated all the time. I do like that Cool Cats and Kittens is trying to get rid of some of that pressure by taking out the fort, so it allows them to get some catapults also spawning.
Yep.
I kind of wish CCS was doing the same thing top because they don't have to do much to get that top fort. But
yeah, they probably could have totally knocked that down. But they wanted to be in early position here. They want to dictate how this fight goes. For the potentially last frozen Punisher of the game. All right, Duudettesx just being a pest in the back line. Does burrow away. There's the Chastise onto the Junkrat. Then from Cassia comes out. There's the bouncy ball, forever bouncy ball. Split up and look for clues because it will kill your team. There's the lick out onto the D.Va. And she is stunned and unable to get back into her mech.
Oh, Cassia's blinded. She's got goo all on her face. That's literally my worst nightmare as a Nanduin player against the Cassia bouncy ball. You pull them.
Big light bomb. This is huge for CCS. But there's the stun with the light bomb. Beowulf trying to run away is able to get out. But 14-14. Blue team looking to finish off these Shine Monkeys. Immediately we see bot lane over here. They're Rainer player looking for more value since they did not win that fight. They still have a structure here mid.
Bowling Junkrat off of this camp and basically taking it for free. He took his lunch money. How could you?
I like it. That's what you really want to do. If you lose a team fight or you're not able to win a team fight, you look for value elsewhere.
Play by Beowulf to check that camp as the tank. That's what you should do, because you see the map is, they have the objective, right? They have the Punisher, but you see 3 camps kind of pushing in on the side of Co-Caster.
John Cena helping them clear that camp.
Good job, good job.
I like the murky spray. Alright, this is a frozen Punisher. It will turn off the structures here. Alright, but John Cena already halfway down. Hyperion drop there on the back line. Does a big jump onto that Anub'arak. Alright, oh no! There's the Farseer's Blessing. The Haka in a lot of trouble, does go down. Does manage to get the AoE silence isolation ulti out. But counter kill right there onto the Cassia. Sweaty Dudettes. This is sweaty.
Or even though, I think you can still continue to apply some pressure here. Unfortunately missed the
big double chastise coming out onto them.
Ooh.
Light Bomb doesn't quite connect.
Yeah, that freaking
Diva
slow totem.
Off on an island, trying to create some space. Blue team has to hearth back. They are taking damage on their core, but you do see Junkrat gets back in time to start to clear out things. Alright, you see immediate movement here on the minimap coming up for this Bruiser camp in top lane. They do have the numbers on the red team. Dahaka could burrow in here, turning it into a 3v5 if they needed to. And maybe they just try to get a pick and end.
True. I mean, they could do... Well, the problem is you have 4 people up on the side of CCS and Dahaka's sort of wobbling down the lane. Don't think he has a Z up, does he? Oh, he does. So he could burrow in, but...
Alright, looks like...
You probably need that to deal with bottom, so you don't want to use it right away.
Very faithful Jim laner, as I like to call him. Doing his thing for macroing here. Alright. You can see a ping coming out. Very aggressive positioning, hiding in a bush here. Tank's hiding in bushes. This is what we like to see. Oh, I see you. You see me, Tank. All right. Just a wee.
Nobody wants to die. That's the one thing. Everyone wants to be very cautious. The problem now, CCS all showing top. So Co-Caster and Kittens know they get these free camps bottom. You were giving actually 3 great camps bottom, but objective is top. So pushing down this fort is important for CCS. They are going to have to respond, though, to these massive camps that are going to be pushing their way.
You know, I'm wondering if CCK will just elect to push. They have Inspire from the Rainer. They've got a Vala with lots of damage. They could potentially just put pressure here. Blue core is at 69%.
You know, what they're really doing is creating a reason for CCS not to be at the objective on time, because they will need somebody to clear this. And then if they don't send people back, then they could just keep moving forward towards their core, which they just have the Diva there to clear. And you know, I would have just stayed here and just kept pushing.
Yep, I think they could put so much pressure on it. Yeah, core call right here.
Exactly. They have no reason to back off. They played it smart, seeing that CCS was top, got all 3 of the camps bottom and middle, and so this is what happened.
Yep, and you see the Rainer just really focusing on getting that core down, and they successfully do it. GG, well played. All right. Uh-oh.
And that's sort of like,
My game is being very slow.
I mean, that's a little bit of the trick with that map, because it is so big that you can make these type of decisions of like, I see the enemy team in the top. It'll take them so much time to get down to me if I choose to push bottom lane or do something else away from them on the map. You just sort of understand that they're showing where they are, so there's a space between you, the space being created, depending on how you choose to counter push. So I've seen a lot of games on Infernal Shrines end exactly this way. I've played it this way myself. So you have to really kind of be aware those camps were up. Is it worth sending everyone top? You probably didn't need everyone to be in vision, and kind of leave the mystery, because I think that's what sort of did CCS in. They showed everybody, and CCK saw it and read it and did the ballsy call.
Yep. And it worked out for them. I mean, like I said, those troops were inspired by the Rainer. They had a lot of push there. Beetles tanking. It was really well done. All right. Game 2. Let's go.
Game number dos.
Numero dos.
Oh, I have to finish the prediction. Wait, how do I do that?
You have to choose an outcome.
Oh, okay. I have to choose an outcome.
All right.
Complete the prediction. I don't think anybody predicted, but that's okay. We do it anyway.
That's right.
Morale. And we're going to do a new prediction.
All right. Let me message the teams to see and update the map really quickly.
Mm-hmm. And I will do the prediction.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Gamble away your little coffee cups.
I love coffee.
Yeffy.
It's a
I
coffee.
made my latte with my very special milk frother today.
Ooh.
I got to experience that. That was fun.
Tell me about this milk frother that you have. How is it special?
So, it's just an electric milk frother, and it can froth up even almond milk, because I am an almond milk drinker.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me a delicious latte after getting a shot of Nespresso from my Nespresso machine.
Nice. Which Nespresso machine do you have?
I don't know. The one with the option for espresso shots.
Is it like the little mini one? Because I have a mini one too.
No, mine actually has a milk frother attached to it, but it's not as good as an actual standing alone milk frother. So I would love to downsize to just the little coffee pods instead. Mm-hmm. I might do that because it saves space, and I'm all about space saving.
Agreed. Yeah, I have one of the mini ones, and it fits quite nicely there. But I have to admit, often I like to drink pour-over coffees. Is usually my choice. We do have
fancy way.
A map here. A map was picked. Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Mm-hmm. We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. The other very, very common.
Let me double check this.
CCS picked it.
Yeah, CCS picked. I love Tomb. I'm excited about this game.
Small map, quick rotations, tight quarters. Let's go. Wouldn't mind seeing some of the same heroes again, because you can get some good value from ETC in those tight corners. And I think T-Rex is doing a really good job of trying to give his team vision when possible in the bushes and trying to get an engage off of that. But I think Beowulf is a little bit onto him. He was sort of poking around. It's easy within a noob. You can just send a beetle to go do the dirty work of checking out if there's someone hovering in the bushes or not. So those are two really good tanks for here. I'm curious to see if there's any bans that come out from the last game here. That if maybe they decide the Junkrat was a little bit too much, or maybe they decide the Anubarak was a little too much. Kind of curious to see if anything's going to change, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind seeing a Sylvanas.
Yeah, so. I agree. You guys, this is so cute. Look at those trolls over here on CCS versus CCK. They all have the same portraits, kind of mixed up. I love that. This is kind of
symbol portraits.
Yeah, I like seeing when teams do things like that. It's kind of like a hats off to each other in a way. Fun banter.
We should have joined. We should change our portrait as well.
All right. Let's go into this draft scene. Game 2. CCS versus CCK.
Oh, you have a recommendation for pour over coffee, Sil. Do you see this?
I recommend Groundworks brand coffee. Oh, Biatch's Brew. All right, I'll check it out. It's decadent, huh? What kind of roast is it? Dark, medium, light. I tend to skew towards medium. Roasts are usually my favorite.
Oh no! It says that you had the Shrine's portrait up instead of Tomb.
Oh my
got it.
Gosh.
And I was like, wait a second.
Reported. I need to get a reported emoji in my channel for sure.
Exactly. Ooh.
All right.
So I do get my wish. We see a little bit of a target ban on Eric, who was the Junkrat player on the side of CCS.
Eric's Junkrat did work for sure in that game. I don't know if you noticed the crazy siege damage, the crazy hero damage.
Mm-hmm. It's just he's just a pain in the butt. You don't want to deal with a hero like that. In most games, I do see him banned, and even the higher elos. So CCS again with their Ragnaros. They really don't like to face a Ragnaros.
I mean, on this map, it would be ridiculous, right?
But I always feel like if you go Lava Wave, you end up not allowing your own teammates to get some spider butts to turn in. So, no, it's a toss-up for me. I just think that there's some stronger offlaners to choose from. Like a Blaze pick would be really good here.
I do often see double tank on this because with that tank, there's so much engage potential, especially when your offlaner decides to join you, gets that flank, gets a huge stun, or whatever kind of lockdown that they have. That really helps enable your team to finish off kills. Oh, and I see that slam pick over there by Lupidium picking up that Lucio.
He's actually really good on this map because of of so many walls that he can wall ride, and he can do the rotations pretty quick. But it's also a denial, not letting Slickrub play on his main hero. So it's serving two purposes: a great hero on this map, and also keeping it out of the hands of someone who's really good with him.
Oh, double wolf comp coming out over there on the side of CCS.
Puppy squad over here.
Mm-hmm.
Slickrub again on his Rhaegar, and we see Wolf picking the Greymane. It's a little bit challenging to pick a Greymane this early on because you are showing your cards, and he can be easily countered here. So you're sort of looking for that burst damage fight, so maybe you'll be also looking for some sort of a lockdown.
Speaking of mitigating damage, over there, the Zarya pickup. Also, Zarya, Lucio with the Garrosh is really aiming to enable Garrosh to get picks. Lots of movement speed on both sides. From both
I'm just
heroes.
Gonna say it's already looking kind of gross on the side of Cool Cat's Kittens.
Yeah,
Zarya is just gonna negate everything that the Greymane is gonna try to do here. So it'll be a little tricky. It's almost like, you're having a second healer. She is sort of a support character that can get a lot of damage out as well, depending on her power up of her energy. So, yikes.
Yeah, yikes. Also, speaking of which, if they choose to take that ulti that pulls everyone in, it could be big trouble. Silence is at 20. It's basically like having a Leoric, except in a little area.
I mean, you have to look at what they're doing here. They could be doing that chain with the with a Garrosh taunt. So you probably want to be looking for any kind of cleansing abilities you can do or any counter to that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Eric on like a Falstad. That probably would really help out Can't Connect Stuns here from disengaging anything that the cool cats and kittens are trying to do.
Dudettes, I'm so excited. Do you see what I see?
I know.
I love Probius. Oh,
There's
Nola says thinks both healers are Lucio mains.
Oh, really? I didn't check on Libidium's profile. I know for a fact Slick Rub is because I have played with him and I've played against him. So I'll take your word for it.
This is so spicy over here. Look at the butcher pick. So
yeah, I'm telling you, what you need here is 100% a disengage, and you can get that with a Falstad Gust.
Yeah.
So I really hope. I'm trying to tell him this is what you need.
Oh.
Well, you could probably counter some of that, but really the Gust would have been so helpful here to just push the entire enemy team away from your people. So let's see how Eric does on the Medivh, though.
Yep. Medivh is also a spicy pick. CCK putting their butcher win rate on the line.
Not going to be easy for him with the Medivh. It's not that bad of a pickup on the side of Can't Connect Stuns to really be able to protect them. I'm assuming he's probably going to go, like I would go, with the multiple person protect that comes later on.
Oh, it's so frustrating to play against a Medivh that has that. You need a lot of stuns to deal with a Medivh.
It's actually a really good kind of pickup on their side. Maybe the Malthael could have been substituted with the Falstad. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be seeing from the Malthael. I do feel like he's going to be an easy gank target, though, to feed this butcher.
All right, and playing the Nexus Snitch is Eric on that Medivh. Slick Rub once again on that puppy. And speaking of puppies, Wolf himself on that Greymane. The Meninsky on the Malthael, and T-Rex on the ETC again. Want to call the red side?
Yeah, so Cool Cats and Kittens, we had Beowulf, who was tanking last time. He's on the Zarya this time around. Horvath, who was on the Dahaka, is now tanking with the Garrosh. We have Descolata on the Butcher, Libidium on the Lucio, and we have Pushover on the Probius.
Hey, Batty, I really appreciate the raiding party. Thank you so much.
Ooh, shout out to Batty then.
Yeah.
Does this work yet, Sil, in your chat? No, we haven't set it up yet. We'll need to.
All right. So they have two stacking heroes for both teams. Who do you think will stack first? Medivh or Butcher? Oh, a little bit of a threat. You know, just hearing that Butcher charging in can be scary enough. There's a throw onto the ETC, into the backline, is able to slide out, is CCing the Garrosh a little bit there. Love seeing the portals for fast rotations on this map. It's like one of those other small things that they get. They have fast rotations with the Lucio, but you can also use it for fast rotations with that Medivh.
You see, Cool Cats and Kittens are just interrupting those rotations. They're just all over the CCS team here and kind of neglecting them from, or negating them from collecting this.
Yeah.
What? That's not the right word. You're a writer. You know what I'm trying to say.
We all know what you're trying to say, Dudettes. I do have to admire the ETC pick into the Garrosh. But this Garrosh so aggressive, staying mounted there, trying to get that stun out. Zoning out the Medivh over there. Alright, I'd like to go ahead and tip the offlaners here in bot lane. Push over on that Probius, doing a lot of work, trying to push the Malthael away.
A little up for the Malthael because Probius does have that range.
Yeah.
The one thing that he has kind of going for him, though, is that Probius putting all of these items of his in the lane.
But
ooh, and he's
here's an attempted pick, but Probius had held their Z, so able to zoom away.
What he's saying is that he's putting all of those buildings, and I think the Malthael can still heal off of them. I probably would have suggested he put something to give him more vision so he doesn't get ganked again. He doesn't need so many little pylons in the lane like that.
All right. See, a rotation made by the Garage. Meninsky doesn't have any mana, is able to just walk away, or should I say float away. I think float is the correct term, right?
Yeah, I think he's just floating through life.
Yep. All right.
He doesn't have legs.
Zarya picking up that bot camp. Meanwhile, we have camp versus camp here in mid lane. Big Slide coming out from the ETC, just trying to create a little bit of space for his team to clear out this big camp that's coming down. Big two-man stun from that Garrosh. Return stun from the ETCW. There's an Indomitable being popped, is thrown into the back line. Wolf looking for a little bit of blood, but does go out, goes back into human form there.
You see that value from the Zarya shield boosting the Butcher to safety there.
Oh, ETC does get the slide onto Probius, but is thrown by their homie Garrosh back to safety.
Yeah, the homie throw.
Everyone loves the homie throw. All right. There's, speaking of vision, Eric just cacaing all around up top here. Letting the offlaner that has now rotated top see what's up. Sevens are online for the side of CCK.
I think if you were looking to see who's going to get their quota done first, you could say that the Medivh is more than halfway there. But he also has a shorter number to get to.
That's true. But he can lose everything, whereas the Butcher, speaking of which, that's first blood, I believe. All right, I think. Oh no! No, his stacks! His stacks! Oh, he got away.
Oh, goodness.
Caw! Yeah, caw wing.
Exactly.
I may or may not know a Medivh player who literally says caw while they're playing. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, gosh. Is there anything surprising you from these talents? I know these are a little bit unusual heroes that we don't see played a lot. So is there anything that kind of is jumping out at you? You play the Probius. That seems pretty standard, right?
Agreed.
The pylons.
Yep.
Or the little phantom barrier.
Agreed. Yeah, pretty standard. Standard Garage builds. Speed barrier, just as predicted.
If anything, what we're seeing is the body check build. Oh, see, Medivh, if you were doing your money on Medivh getting his stacks first, he did, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Oh, Butcher just saying "rawr" to that minion to make up distance. We do see them focusing on... Oh, they're not going to focus top lane. Maybe they're looking for a pick here. Garrosh on that sheep is just gold. It's cracking me up.
Oh, no. Can't stand it. It bothers too much. Getting a lot of value. Again, you are like, you know, Probius, how much freaking pressure he was applying bottom lane, so he easily got his fort bottom.
All right. I was incorrect in what they were going to do with that Zarya. They decided to take Expulsion, which, as you can see, helps zone that out. There's the Silence Chain out onto ETC, is able to just slide away. All right, Pylon Overcharge. I have to admit, I love Pylon Overcharge when I'm playing Probius, but Nullgate is still so good. Especially if you're fighting over a point, you can really create panic and havoc with it. I see a boss call coming up here. How many stacks does Butcher have? 159.
And I have to say, they have no clue that they're on the boss, which is really unfortunate because they have the advantage of having a Medivh who could just literally sit on them all game long and give his team vision of where they are. Remember, vision is information, and they have no clue that that's where all of this team is.
All right, just really dominant showing so far macro-wise by CCK. There's the mosh pit coming out. The expulsion zone really creating space for that red team. But they do get a pick onto the garage.
Yeah, great pick on. That was like a 5v4, so really was in the favor of Can't Connect stuns.
Thank you, Raka.
They do have to clear this boss, but they have the spiders pushing in the other lanes now.
Yep.
The spider ladies. Can we call them the Hamilton sisters? Because it's literally 3 of them. I'm gonna do that from now on. We're gonna call them the Skylar sisters. There's 3 of them.
All right.
Really just not getting much value, unfortunately, from that turn-in because they had to spend so much time defending that boss,
Yep.
which allowed cool cats and kittens to clear the other lanes. It's also a little bit something to keep in mind when you're doing this map. You kind of want to get your lanes as neutral as possible so you get some value from that objective instead of just turning in for nothing.
I believe that's the first ley line we've seen out, and the garage does go down, just isolated in the back there. Lots of damage. Expulsion zone pop down to prevent anyone from going through that portal for another engage.
See, the blast rights also come out on the garage. I thought he had gotten it out on the last time they had killed the garage, but this is actually the first stack of the game for him.
Yep.
Oh, I have to do my impromptu shout out for
yeah,
my poor man, Raka.
for Raka. Yeah, I gave her a shout out. Thank you, Raka.
Wait, I can't type it all out. We have to set you up with this stuff.
I know. I need help with all this technical stuff, for sure.
Yeah. We need to get you a bot.
All right, big slide. The mosh was interrupted by the Lucio boop.
But I do think that means it's on a shorter cooldown because he did not get it off, so
Yep.
it's still a threat here.
All right, Kaka. I like this denial of this rotation here. Big ley line catch him. I think there's the chain expulsion zone drop, and the wolf does go down. Big Lucio boop. There's to protect coming out onto Eric in the back line.
Right? Where's
Yep.
the shield? Saria.
All right. So 2-for-1 trade. Looks like they're going to go ahead and get this turn in here, which they should get a lot of value out of this with 2 still dead. All right. Probably going to focus on finishing off this top lane. Top lane is one of those prio lanes that you really want to focus on because it's the boss lane.
Yeah, and by the time that this objective is done, boss is currently at 124. Boss is going to be up, so it's going to be something huge for them to look at. They're about to get 16s themselves. They're ahead. So
all right. There's the expulsion zone used as a peel to keep the team safe. So you move mid here. Meanwhile,
yeah,
they're busy.
They got what they wanted. They got that tower down, and now they're just... they're looking for
another
blood.
pick down here. Unstoppable is popped, but I do believe they do get this pick. Drive-by riding. I like that soul.
Adding to
That's a good one.
It's a low death game at 3 on one side, 4 on the other. So that's definitely not the priority here, even though we have heroes that.
Yeah. But we do see 16s online for the side of Cool Cats and Kittens.
And they're kind of in control here. We'll keep pushing. You got minions that are taking some of those shots. You got Proteus doing his thing. If anything, the call should be keep the enemy team middle so that Proteus can do his thing bottom. But they quickly rotate.
Speaking of Proteus is picked there. There's really that ley line. Catching them in rotation there.
Kind of a missed opportunity. So that's what you guys want to be doing when you're having a teammate get value somewhere else. what should be called in comms is keep them here. And then you keep the enemy team from stopping your teammate who's doing something so productive. What they should have done is recognize that Pervious was going to die, gonna get ganked, and they should have just pushed that middle keep.
Yeah, create space for your teams.
Oof,
all right, big mosh coming in here. There's the Greymane on the back line looking to get more picks here. Does go in, but they only managed to kill the Garrosh.
Not a fight you want to take. You are down your Probius. So now you're down your Garrosh. You're staggering your deaths. Guess what's also available on the map right now is the boss. If I was can't connect stuns, that's where I would be right now.
They want blood here.
Boss.
This is a very aggressive invade. Big slide coming out there. Lubidium in trouble. Does go down. Huge play by CCS. And now they have two camps here looking to get as much pressure mid as possible. I really, really liked that play. It was maybe a little bit ambitious, but it worked out for them. And I like seeing aggressive plays like that.
Again, the key was that they were staggering a death. They don't have a healer, so they can still get this boss. Had they not gotten that death, it would have been a wasted opportunity at not being able to secure the boss, because then they would be 5v5 down 2 levels, and they would have to concede the boss to CCK because they are the higher level XP at the moment.
Ektar is suggesting, imagine if there was a mosh pit when the ley line ended, though.
That's actually absolutely, Ektar. That's a good CC chain that you would want to see. Again, you're looking for what are your engages on your team, and that is an extra one that they have this time around on the side of CCS. Before it felt like it was only the ETC. Now they have the ley line, which is on 20 is on a really short cooldown.
Garrosh in a very aggressive position right here.
He's
a little bout. He's out on the moon here.
Team? Help him! Oh gosh.
His team was busy clearing boss.
No, I was thinking ETCs. Where's his team?
Oh, his team.
Come on, like it's Garrosh is in Africa by himself. That's an opportunity missed. The unstoppable didn't help though. So maybe they were a little bit right, but it could have been an opportunity there.
Yep. All right, let's see how much value they get. There's the throw out to the expulsion zone. There comes the ulti out from the Rhaegar. Will they get out? This is so tense. Garrosh in a lot of trouble there. There's a protect onto that. Oh no, Minetsky! There's huge mosh pit here. All right, there's the
ley line the Butcher though.
Butcher wants blood, but instead does go down by the Rhaegar.
We have a Skylar sister to clear up top.
What a fantastic defense by CCS right there. Coming out on top of that engage.
Absolutely. They have the bodies on the map. They can do pretty much anything that they want here. Pushing out lanes would be helpful. Getting your 20s activated.
They do have a catapult on core. Let's see who's going to go back and address that.
They're also going to lose their bottom keep.
Yep. All right, 20s will be online for CCK over here.
They're electing to go ahead and turn in right now. The problem with that is that I do believe Butcher and Lucio will be up. They lost their bottom fort. They have to push back the bottom lane. It's unfortunate timing, I think. I think they should have split a little bit and done some work on their lanes, helping that stuff out.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
They need to be careful with an engage here. They don't quite have their Malthael, although Malthael is making their way over here to mid lane. Butcher charge
are activated.
Yep. Oh, big silence ulti coming out from the Butcher. Does charge an expulsion zone coming out. There's the overcharge pylons doing work there. Ley line stopping some of the damage. There's unkillable, but it is not enough to save him from last rites and the damage from the Greymane.
Wait, what makes them unkillable? Oh, the Lucio.
The Lucio, yeah. The level 20.
Oh, I never go that. Never see that.
I mean, it's really a Hail Mary if you can get out from whatever the situation is. Big expulsion zone coming out, trying to save the ETC. ETC is able to walk away. God, that's so much damage. Oh, the face check!
Oh,
Does
no.
throw ETC there. Oh.
Oh, but he's got a little
Oh, the portal got through before he was knocked out from the expulsion zone. Just a little bit mistimed there. Might have denied the entry to that portal. I think it pulses. I'm not sure. I'd have to try that in sandbox mode. If it's a continual, you can't get in this area. Kind of like blocking field from material pick.
Yeah, something like that. I think it does that. Interesting, interesting.
All right. Medivh doing what Medivh does, giving that powerful information to his team about where the other team is, especially the Garrosh. Makes it difficult to be an international tank of mystery if you can't be hidden in those bushes, right? All right.
Oh,
Big ley line onto the team.
Amash, unfortunately, should have done it a little bit of
there's the expulsion zone. The silence out into two people. Farseer's Blessing is popped. There's to protect from the Medivh. All right. They're looking for blood. They want to keep this engage up. They want to keep staggering. The Garrosh did go down again.
Yeah, just keep applying that pressure. They're electing to back off, and you know what? Do that boss. I think if they have pretty good burn on this boss, if they start it right away, they can get it up there right before the Garrosh comes back.
Zul Rules thinks that the expulsion zone was slightly misplaced, or he thinks the portal would be unclickable. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because it almost looked like it was going to deny him entry, but he got through just in time. Big
Oh, goodness.
protect coming out. Oh, but does go down for the boss. Oh my gosh.
Oh, T-Rex just doing so much work as the tank.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. That's when you gotta write your tank a note and say, look, I love you, man. Thank you for dying for us.
That's what tanks do. All right,
so
boss
no
is
healer.
secured.
No healer on the side of Cool Cats and Kittens, although we did have to send the Malthael back on CCS to clear, so they only have 3 people pushing with this boss.
Oh, big
Might
dive
not be a
onto
good
the back
idea.
line, but not much follow-up. They do need
I
to...
think it's easily going to get this keep, but I don't think there's much else value that they're going to get from this. It's almost wish they would leave, because as soon as that boss is done, they're going to turn around and have to face 4v3 here. Or that could happen.
Big silence chain into the expulsion zone. There's the protect and the Farseer's Blessing going out. Stun onto the back line, looking for a kill onto the double wolves over there. But they got the homie assist with the portal and the ley line. Will they get a counter engage here? They're looking for it.
Let's go. Last rights it, baby.
Oh, yeah, and Garrosh does go down again. Man, the counter engages are spicy.
Ooh.
All right, let's see what they do with this little breath of space that they have here with another Garrosh kill.
They have a lot of pressure on that bot lane still. They need to address it. There's really not much else that can be done on this map other than the bottom camp. So I say clear the lane, get the bottom camp, neutralize these middle and bottom lanes a little bit more in your favor if you're CCS.
The bird just following them around.
Time. Because look, Eric is doing exactly what he should do as Medivh. They know where the other team is. They know they're nowhere near this bottom camp. Such great play from the Medivh player. That's what you want to see him do.
Yep.
There's not much you could do if you're the Cool Cats and Kittens. You're like, yep, they see us. We just got to be ready for the engage at any time.
Yep. I agree. This is a very spicy game. Zephyr Moat.
It really comes out of how they drafted this and how they counter drafted their opponents. So great flexibility on these players, having sort of the roster of heroes to be able to respond to what's being presented by them by the other team. So it looks like they're both just going to like to do the bruiser camp. Obviously, CCK doesn't know that that's what's happening on the side of CCS, but CCS knows everything now. They just know everything.
They know that bird, OP. Burb's gotta poop. Caca!
And they're getting close to their turn-in again on the side of CCS. So they might be looking for it. I would mostly look for it when you have the numbers here. Right now you're a little short, so no reason to die over turning in just a couple of gems.
All right, once again we had camp versus camp here in mid lane, but they do have really great clear, especially with that Probius in the back.
Probius.
I know. I love the probes. Did he go upgraded ulti? Where's Probius? Yeah, the upgraded.
Yeah. It sort of abandoned the lane and kind of let CCS easily turn in.
Yep, I think they're looking to get more spider butts on the side of CCK, and probably why we saw the Probius down there. He is turning in bot.
Yes, CCS has enough right now to turn in, so all they got to do is turn in, which is easier said than done.
Maharba, we can play. I can play with you afterwards. I don't know about Duudettesx. We're like getting messages.
Oh, I'm not even seeing that. I'm so focused, Maharba. You not see this great action going on.
He messaged me in game, so it showed up on my screen. Yes, you could potentially play some Storm League afterwards. You want to message him for me?
Sure.
I don't think he knows I'm casting right now. I probably forgot to put busy on my in-game status. All right, CCK does pick up the objective here. What shall they do? You know, it really is going to come down to a single fight on who wins this game. They both have win con in top lanes. They do have the advantage now. They have the spiders pushing.
Exactly.
Such a spicy game.
And that's really unfortunate because it really felt like CCS had a lot of control of this map at that point. They had done such a good job pushing the lanes to the middle. It's kind of disappointing that they let CCK turn in before them when they have such great engages on their side. They sort of conceded a little bit.
Yeah. There's a slide.
Again, they have those engages, so maybe they can really get some kills off of this push and turn it around for themselves.
All right. I think they're going to be able to clear this, but the question is, will red team really try to push this? Blue team probably wanting to make an engage here if possible. There's Eric flying around, making sure his team knows where they're at.
Here's what I'll say. Whoever wins this next fight wins the game. Because look what's up right now up top. And the Medivh is going up there to scout it out to see if the team was doing it or not. And both teams have those top keeps down, so it's a lot of pressure that would come with that boss pickup.
Yep, but CCK picked up that bot camp. Looks like they are making their way up here. Check.
The one thing, you have to say, right, Sil, is that we have a leyline Medivh. So any attempt by CCK to get that, they have to remember the leyline exists. And it completely shut all of their members down from securing the boss.
The core is taking damage. Let's see. Oh, a little bit of... They're pulling off the camp here.
Yep. And it's
creating space for that bot camp.
Exactly. It's almost a repeat of what we saw in Infernal Shrines, where they secured a camp that's creating a pressure that CCS can't ignore, and now they're going ahead and doing boss. They're not in position to follow up this ley line, though. They really need to get up there, guys.
Yeah.
Like, clear the camp and just come, Malthael. They need your last right.
Oh my goodness, there's the line pylon overcharge going. There's the taunt out onto to them. Farseer's Blessing is popped. Expulsion Zone trying to push them off point. Oh my gosh,
no,
the ley line does come out, but it's not in time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, sweaty.
Absolutely sweaty.
All right.
Do you think this
Butcher coming in, looking for a kill onto the cow. All right, and they do get the pick onto ETC. This is a calling card of CCK here. Like you said, getting that distraction pressure in the other lanes and then taking something else even more valuable to create space.
Exactly, and they've done it twice. I mean, I don't know if this is their MO, but it really just comes down to simple map awareness and kind of awareness of what's going on. I think the Malthael clearing the bosses or the camps was fine, but you need to run up there. Your entire team needs to be there. That damage that they were lacking from last rites really made that fight so much harder. It was 4v5.
What a sweaty game.
Oof.
And a super fun game. I loved every minute of that game.
Oh, yeah.
All
a
right.
lot of fun.
I'm going to go ahead and message the teams, see if they want to do any kind of interview. That would be great to have them in here. I'd love to talk to CCK. Let's see. Div B chat. All right. Let's take a look at these stats. Yay, they said sure. Huzzah.
So where do we move? We're going to move somewhere.
Look at this Probius. I love Probius. Look at the stats on him.
Wow, some very bold numbers on his name there. Oh, we have. Should we go? Is it just going to be Beowulf, or should we go to a lobby for your team to join us, Beowulf?
It's usually just me, so.
All right, we'll stay here then. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Really well played. I'm going to tell you right now, that was so spicy. I loved every minute. That last comp just put a smile on my face. How do you guys feel right now?
We're feeling really good. CCS is a tough team, and we faced off against them a lot, so we knew they were a team that would definitely know a little bit of what to do against us. So we were really looking forward to this match, though, and yeah, we had a ton of fun, so we're feeling great.
Yeah, they did not make it easy for you. Both games went super late, and it was so spicy. So what kind of plan did you all have coming into this match?
We had a couple of things that we thought we might do. We knew that we didn't want to fight their Lucio. They have a very scary Lucio, so we knew we wanted to take that off the table. Other than that, we really were just kind of weren't sure entirely what to expect from them. They've got a pretty broad base of options. I mean, the Gray Main, we expected the Gray Main. They mixed up the maps a little bit beyond what we were expecting. So that kind of changed our strategy. So we just kind of came into it with just a little bit of knowledge and not too many plans, and played it by ear.
I see. So for that second game, did you build this comp specifically to run Butcher?
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny that, but yes. Yes,
I see. Obviously, because I saw the Zarya pick up there. It was really well executed, so nicely done.
Still, I did some snooping. Beowulf is a Zarya main, if you could say that.
Oh my gosh, Poggers, let's go, Beowulf.
Hero. So Beowulf, is that a switch you commonly do with Horvath, where you'll sort of take on what's quote unquote the offlaner role, and he'll step into the tank role, or is there even kind of roles assigned between your guys here?
Yeah, we're pretty flexible on that front. It just really depends on the draft and the map and what we're looking to do. Horvath has got really great, tank instincts. He plays a mean off lane, and it really frees me up to be flexible depending on what we need for a specific situation. So, it's worked out pretty well just to have a bit of flexibility. Mostly it's switching between us two, but we've got little drafts that we can do with all kinds of fun compositions.
Nice. Being inflexible, I think, is pretty important in teams because, it makes it hard for scouting, right?
I've never had to scout against us, but I wouldn't want to. So
Fair. You have any questions from Duudettesx?
I was going to ask sort of on the Infernal Shrines, what was sort of the communications you guys were having there? You see that CCS is toppling, getting that fort, and the objective is top, but you guys elect to do something completely different. Was it kind of like a, we're all in here, guys, we're going to do this and we'll die with this call, or was there ever a point where you guys, let's back off and let's go do the objective?
yeah, we actually, I mean, the call there wasn't originally to end. It was just, oh, we're going to push up with the camp, get as much poke onto their structure as we can until they pull their team to address it. And then we'll go and fight over objective and, do the whole hullabaloo. But they just didn't pull anyone. I mean, I think they pulled Diva, right? But she didn't have enough clear. That was 2 full camps and a wave and a caddy. So they just never pulled anyone, and we just saw them not pulling anyone, and we're like, I did the math, and I'm like, oh yeah, we can finish this core. It's only got 69%. We've got Raynor. It's over. So we just kept walking. It was just really kind of wasn't the plan, but they just didn't pull. So sometimes you just take the wins you can get.
It really worked out in your favor, because I think at that point the core was like something like 69%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was at 69, and you guys sort of repeated that kind of on the last one. Were you nervous about choosing to go bottom before going top where the boss is? Because the boss and bottom camps were up at the same time, but you guys all elected together to go bottom.
Yeah, not really nervous so much. I was very confident with that composition. We have Probius. We can defend like no other. So,
yeah.
If they take a boss, so be it. But getting that pressure elsewhere on the map is really what opened it up. We wouldn't have been able to do that boss fight without that bot camp, because that was the call. We wait until they respawn, because they have to respawn, because otherwise their core did take a bit of damage, because they waited a while. And at that point, and then we take the boss. So yeah, it's just something that I think it's actually really important that we are, always looking to be getting something happening where the enemy team isn't. If they're on the boss, we don't want to be there until we've got something pushing on the opposite side of the map.
Exactly. And it worked out because I'm sure you were aware it was a 5v4 fight for that boss. So it was completely in your favor. So yeah. So good job. Now I see why you guys are in first place.
Yep.
Gosh darn it.
It's been a really successful season so far.
Nicely done. Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give anyone?
Yeah, absolutely. Got to shout out the team first and foremost. Like I said, this has been a really amazing season for us so far. Really only dropped 1 game, and definitely the best we've played. It's been really amazing to be, the captain for this team and be carried by the team this season. It's been really great. So got to shout them out. Shout out to the Cool Cats and Kittens fan club. Been a while, but we're back on the big screen. Hope you guys had a good show. And number 1 fan, Harno. I hopefully you're there. Congrats. And also, gotta shout out you guys. Thank you so much for picking up this cast. It's been a busy season, and I know the casters have been stretched thin trying to pick up as many games as they can, and we're just really excited to get a play for everyone here.
Yeah, you guys put on a great show, so thanks for the fun games.
Yeah, absolutely.
And best of luck for the rest of the season, and I'm obviously into the playoffs to you guys.
Yep.
Oh, thank you so much.
GG's, well played.
All right, thanks, Beowulf.
Bye.
What a fun series. I really enjoyed that, Duudettesx.
It was a lot of fun to watch some people that we know, and to see a different comp than what we're used to with this last match on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So lots of spiciness. Anything could have happened. So
all right,
it was fun. I enjoyed it. Best of luck to both teams, though. Like Connect Stuns, from what we've seen them play in the past, I think they're definitely a different and stronger team than when you and I played them. So I'm happy to see that. And keep up the good work.
Yeah, those were some scary comps there. So nicely done. GG's both teams. Let's find a channel to raid.
Yes. Wait, so we should promote what's going on for the rest of the week for
yes.
you, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing on Friday?
On Friday, I will be co-casting with Jazzy for GGS. I'm very excited about that. I've learned so much playing in GGS, which is Girls Gang Squad. I met you there, Duudettesx.
Yes.
I've met our good friend Ducky there. I've learned so much from that organization, and I'm very excited to be casting for the first time on Friday with them.
Yeah, so it's on Jazzlene's channel, which is Jazzlene, twitch.tv /Jazzlene. I will try to catch as much as I can. I am going to be doing some board night games with our Wildheart esports crew. I believe it's going to be hosted on Salvaje Gaming, so you can catch me over there. Yeah, you can catch me over there on Friday, I think an hour before you start. So maybe I'll definitely be able to switch over. I think we're playing Uno. So
I have not played Uno for such a long time. Have fun.
Exactly. We'll see these master players that are part of the Wildheart esports teams just crumble at my hands at Uno's. So it'll be fun.
Duudettesx wants blood in Uno.
You're going down, people. I'm looking at you, Reb.
All right. One other call out is I am casting the Calamity Cup again on Saturday. I think it's the last game before the playoffs. I don't know. I'm hoping Duudettesx will join me. I don't know if she's free, but
we'll see the times. We'll talk about it. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love doing it.
I love the Calamity Cup. They are a tournament of Latin American, and that's my dog Henry. Say hello, Twitch. Latin American players. It is a cash cup, and if you do hash, I'll do it in the chat. Calamity, you can get information about it. So anyways, I think that's all I have to say. Do you see anyone or any... I see Plasty on, but do we have any NGS casters on right now? Let's take a look.
I don't think we have anyone casting, unfortunately.
Nope. Right. We'll send it over to Miss Plasty. So thank you everyone so much for joining us tonight.
And I will close the predictions, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Thank you for keeping me.
I never started it. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
You and we have to work on our Twitch technical stuff. So anyways.
Well, just go ahead and rage. It's fine.